Donald Trump is known for his skyscrapers, business empire, bold opinions, and political storms. But there's another part of his life that very few people ever witness. Behind the public appearances and global headlines exists a private, extravagant, and expertly concealed travel world. A world built on secrecy, precision, luxury, and control. Today, we step into that hidden side of Trump's life. His private aircraft, his lavish interiors, his unannounced trips, and the meticulously coordinated routines that allow him to travel in total privacy and unmatched comfort. Trump's travel identity begins with his most famous asset in the sky, the Boeing 757, often nicknamed Trump Force One. This aircraft is far more than a jet. It is his flying headquarters. Designed like a luxury penthouse, the plane includes private suites, a conference area, a full dining layout, plush seating, marble-patterned bathrooms, and even real gold-plated details on buckles, faucets, and cabin accents. For Trump, the jet is not just transportation, it is a statement of power, a workspace in the clouds, and a mobile fortress where he makes decisions, holds discussions, and maintains his lifestyle no matter where he is headed. One of the reasons Trump's travels often stay secret is because of how he uses this plane. The 757 allows him to fly long distances without stopping. New York to California, Florida to Europe, or the Caribbean to Manhattan. Only a small, trusted crew handles his flights. They know his preferred altitude, his exact timing expectations, and even his travel habits. Sometimes he wants steaks on long flights, sometimes simple snacks if he's busy, and sometimes fast food when schedules are tight. Everything is pre-planned, executed quietly, and kept confidential. Trump's second jet, the Cessna Citation X, plays an even bigger role in his undisclosed travel life. It is smaller, faster, and perfect for quick escapes. Because it can land at private terminals and smaller airports, Trump uses it for trips that must remain unpublicized. Checking his businesses, inspecting real estate, visiting golf courses without announcement, or meeting influential people discreetly. While the 757 gets public attention, the Citation X is the real engine behind his secret movements. When it comes to destinations, Trump's travel map is surprisingly layered. One of his most iconic stops is Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach, which he often calls his winter White House. Every arrival there is planned like a mission. His team coordinates with airport staff hours in advance, arranges a motorcade on the runway, and ensures that the route back to the estate is clear and controlled. Mar-a-Lago is Trump's preferred base for social gatherings, political discussions, international guests, and relaxed private meetings. Here, away from New York's constant attention, he moves freely. Another key location in Trump's private travel pattern is his estate in Bedminster, New Jersey. This is where he disappears for quieter days, long golf sessions, and highly private strategy conversations. He usually lands at Morristown Municipal Airport, or takes a helicopter directly to the golf club. Once he's there, the atmosphere changes. Less media, less noise, more privacy. Trump walks the course, meets advisors, and enjoys long, uninterrupted talks that avoid cameras and headlines. Internationally, Trump maintains the same formula: luxury, privacy, and efficiency. Scotland remains one of his longest-standing international travel traditions. His resorts in Turnberry and Aberdeen are major parts of his portfolio, and he visits them with the same precision and secrecy. When Trump flies in on the 757, a motorcade takes him through the countryside to his resorts. Once there, he inspects everything personally: rooms, landscaping, dining halls, and golf course layouts. Even when traveling for leisure, he never stops thinking like a businessman. His trips often turn into detailed inspections. Las Vegas is another frequent stop in Trump's hidden travel lifestyle. In Vegas, he stays in secure penthouses, meets business contacts, enjoys high-end dining, and blends into a city where luxury and secrecy are normal. Because Vegas attracts so many billionaires, politicians, and celebrities, Trump can operate there with almost no public attention. The Caribbean is also a major part of his secret travel life. Trump has visited places like St. Martin, the Bahamas, the Dominican Republic, and even private islands owned by close associates. These trips often go completely unnoticed by the public. The Citation X or private helicopters allow him to arrive quickly, quietly, and without typical media coverage. There, he prefers private villas, secluded beaches, and minimal staff. But the destinations are only half the story. The travel process itself is a perfectly tuned machine. Trump travels with a very small group: security, a few advisors, and occasionally family members. Their job is simple: protect privacy, remove delays, and keep every movement under control. When Trump travels abroad, his advance teams check everything: hotel floor plans, private entrances, conference rooms, and even the view from his suite. His preferred accommodations reflect his taste for high-end comfort: penthouse floors, marble bathrooms, private elevators, and strict security. In Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, he selects hotels that offer confidentiality and can secure entire wings if needed. His assistants verify when the room was last occupied, how thoroughly it was cleaned, and whether adjustments are necessary. Even Trump's eating habits follow a consistent pattern. On flights, his staff prepares simple, familiar foods: Diet Coke, specific snacks, and comfort meals. In hotels, he prioritizes American-style dishes and requests them immediately upon arrival. Everything is scheduled, managed, and handled quietly. Timing is another major part of Trump's travel strategy. He almost never sticks to publicly announced schedules. Flight departures can shift at any moment. Routes are changed minutes before takeoff. Arrival airports can be selected mid-flight. He does this to reduce attention and keep his movements unpredictable. One of Trump's favorite techniques is late-night travel. Flying at night means quieter airports, fewer cameras, and smaller crowds. It also makes motorcades harder to track. Many of his most private landings happen in the early hours of the morning, far from public view. Inside Donald Trump's hidden travel world, every detail, from the jets to the destinations to the midnight arrivals, is executed with a level of planning that only a handful of people ever would. These secret trips reveal how Trump maintains his lifestyle away from cameras. They show a man who values privacy as much as power, who blends luxury with efficiency, and who travels with the precision of someone used to operating at the highest levels of business and politics. And before you go, remember to subscribe to the channel for more deep dive stories and incredible